Welcome to another Ward 3 Community Corner. I'm very excited to have here with me today Alex Papatchidis from Safe City, Mississauga, and we are going to be talking about the Neighborhood Watch program. As you know, the Community Corner is an opportunity to spread the word on wonderful, exciting programs that are happening in Ward 3 and other parts of the city as well. And the Neighborhood Watch is a program that has grown throughout Ward 3. So Alex, thank you for joining me here today.
Thank you for having me. Good.
So first off, can you just talk a little bit about what the Neighborhood Watch program is about? I think the Neighborhood Watch has been around in the city of Mississauga for some time, but as of recently, I think maybe in the last 3 to 5 years, there has been some changes in that structure. So can you talk a little bit about the program?
Yeah, sure. So Safe City Mississauga is a local nonprofit charity, and we actually run the Neighborhood Watch program. We've had the program since about 1992. And to date, I think we have about 200 active neighborhood watches in the city of Mississauga. So over the last few years, the Neighborhood Watch program has changed quite a bit. In particular, we really added more and more people each and every year. For the most part, the way that the program works is that we usually get a local resident who is concerned about safety or crime in their neighborhood. What they will do is they will contact the office and we will provide them with canvassing forms. At that point, they're basically told to go door to door. They sign up their neighbors until they get 50% of people to sign up for the program. Once they sign up 50% of people, we have a whole activation process, and that includes a neighborhood watch with Peel Police and Safe City Mississauga, and all the residents are invited to that, as well as free materials and handouts, neighborhood watch signs installed by the city, and community events to follow up in the summer.
Yeah, that's awesome, and there's been a number that have been started up in the last couple of years in Ward 3. So you talked a little bit about how someone goes about applying, which is great because it means that people within their neighborhood, their own neighborhoods, are coming and trying to address specific, they're the eyes on the community, so they're addressing specific concerns in the city. But is there a formal training that they go through, or can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. So every neighborhood watch receives a neighborhood watch meeting. The meeting is attended to by myself and Peel Regional Police, most usually the Community Liaison Officer or Crime Prevention Services, or a member from the Community Mobilization Team. We do about 2 hours of training seminar presentations. We talk about everything from home security and safety to being an effective neighborhood watch, how to reinforce your home, how to be engaged in your neighborhood, and how to report crime. So we discuss all of these topics. Everybody from the neighborhood is invited, so we make sure that everybody receives the same education. And at the end of the meeting, we ensure that everybody goes home with fact sheets, as well as magnets for their fridge, that basically explains to them one more time how to report crime, how to be effective, and how to keep a neighborhood safe.
That's great. So it is a grassroots approach, but it also is a partnership or a connection between Safe City, also the police, in a very safe way and a sort of a standard training process way to ensure the safety of everyone involved as well.
Of course, and the local councillors are also involved in this process. We try to address all the issues from a police standpoint, from a community standpoint, and also from a city standpoint. So when people are concerned about, let's say, large bushes or traffic, we always get the city involved because we know the councillors are the best point of contact for those residents. If it's something that relates to crime and safety, such as drug dealing or vandalism, we try to get the police involved as well. So by incorporating all these different aspects, we get a more holistic approach to crime prevention.
Yeah, that's great, and I have been out to a number of the meetings and very supportive from yourself, from Safe City, but also from the other stakeholders that are there in terms of the police and trying to address the neighborhood concerns. So. Also, you mentioned that there's the formal training process. I've mentioned that we've had a number of neighborhood watches set up in Mississauga. They're sort of catered to that neighborhood. So can you talk a little bit further about, and maybe talk about in Ward 3, or just mention how they're the same in terms of the process and trying to address that community crime prevention, but they are also a little bit different in terms of trying to address what's in the community. Can you speak a little bit to the successes of the recent neighborhood watches that have been set up in Ward 3?
Yeah, sure. So just by example, in Ward 3 we had neighborhood watches set up on Flagship Drive and Kingsholm Crescent. And what we were able to look at is the fact that these neighborhoods had a lot of concerns about traffic in their area. And so we partnered with the city as well as Councillor Fonseca's office, and we were able to basically have a neighborhood speed watch program implemented in that neighborhood to address those concerns. So while it might not be criminal in nature, speeding is still a safety concern for neighborhood watch programs. And so the councillor was able to go down there with her staff, and basically the neighborhood also came out. They monitor traffic, and they were able to have a better approach to reporting poor drivers on the street so that they can have a safer community by the school. Meanwhile, we also had a neighborhood watch at Williamsport Drive. We had 3 buildings there. And their issues were more SEPTED related, so crime prevention through environmental design, as well as community oriented. So we were able to implement many community events throughout the years. So I think we had 3 community events over the last 3 years. It brings everybody from the community out, people get to know one another, and it makes people feel a lot safer in that area as well. So even though the program is the same, we try to give people the opportunity to say what their main concerns are, and then we partner with the local representation and we ensure that they get the programs that they need.
Yeah, I think it's been wonderful working through the community with you, the different communities on Neighborhood Watch. I want to thank you and Safe City, yourself and Safe City. And I think this is a program that the outcomes are being the outcomes are shown in a very positive way, but ongoing. Ongoing. You continue to work with and communicate with the Neighborhood Watch that is set up to try to address the outcomes in a positive way when you're talking about safety in that community and crime prevention, but also other safety aspects of the community. So I think Neighborhood Watch ties into our pillars in the city, in particular belong and prosper and connect. If somebody would like to get in touch with you directly, they don't have to go through me as the counselor. But if somebody would like to get in touch with you directly, whether in any community in Ward 3, whether in buildings or in a single family home in a neighborhood, is there a direct a website link or a phone number that they can call to get in touch with you?
Of course, if people want to get in contact with me or any of the programs that we run, you're welcome to visit our website. It's www.safecitymississauga.on.ca. If they prefer, you can give me a call. My number is 905-615-4155, and my extension is 4479. We operate from Monday to Fridays, 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. So someone's usually in the office to give you a hand if you need anything.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thanks.